by fratricide, and they're all done by Muslims. You know, Naddam, whatever his name is, Major Hassan, is still alive. I mean, this is unbelievable to me.
Yeah, and that it'll be interesting to see, to me, how quickly, if at all, that changes, Hutch. And I hear what you're saying, and I don't think Mattis has a lot of, patience for that type of thing. But it seems like everything has been so ingrained into our military as of late, and they've gotten just as PC as the next group. The only thing that
still PC alive.
Yeah, and the only thing that gave me a little bit of hope was, I believe it was the Marines who went back to saying, I think it was they decided not to recognize gender in their titles.
The servicemen?
Yeah. Servicemen, exactly. Instead of serviceman or woman or transgendered, because that was where it was going to go too. I was glad to see that, and I hope that we see a little bit more of a step in that direction.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to explain something to you, those that are watching on Periscope right now. First off, YouTube is the RSBN feed is up right now. So if you want to watch the show, you can go back over to the Right Side Broadcasting Network and watch it from there. If you're on Twitter, you can go to my feed that I tweeted out and click on the YouTube link and watch the show on Twitter. I would keep the Periscope open. Actually, the Periscope is going to go down in a few minutes. I cannot believe that I did not charge up my Periscope, man. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me, man? I left Saturday's show. I turned it off, and I don't know why I didn't plug it in. So, for those that are watching on Periscope, you can watch the same show on YouTube through Twitter. Just all you have to do is, as a matter of fact, I will tweet it out again so that you can have the link. And you can watch the show through YouTube on Twitter. And also, don't forget to share it. For those that are listening through Spreaker, you can keep on listening through Spreaker. We're going to open up the phone lines in just a few seconds. We want to know, what are you looking forward to the most in 2017? And, we're not really talking about resolutions or anything. What are you looking forward to the most? Let me say this before we kind of, just to get it on record, and I said it last week, so, I'm going to say it a little bit more tonight. Anybody out there that thinks that you are the sole reason for Donald Trump getting elected, what the hell is wrong with y'all? If you think you're the sole reason that Donald Trump did not get elected because of what you did and not what millions did, something's wrong with you upstairs. You ain't on the same planet. You're off the map. Donald Trump had a message for the American people. You don't even have a message to go into the minority community. Most of y'all just want, and honestly, you know what? No, I'm saying most of y'all don't even do any activism work. But yet you got him elected. Everybody got him elected, damn it. Everybody. And by the way, John Legend, I don't even know what you smoking. You trying to rewrite the election right now. Hillary Clinton didn't wear no working class. John Legend's out there. Hillary Clinton got more votes than Donald Trump with the working class, so Hillary Clinton won the working class. What's wrong with you, man? Look, I understand times are hard and people might not be going to your concerts that much, but you don't have to just sit up there and lie, Hutch.
Hillary Clinton won Saudi Arabia and Qatar.
Gee.
That's what she won.
Yeah. She won the working class in Yemen.
There you go.
But she didn't win no work.
Majority of the dead vote.
She got the Bruce Springsteen vote.
I mean, people. Look. I'm watching these people on Twitter of all places. You know what? Goddamn boy, I hope. I'm watching people on Twitter. Twitter, man. Y'all think Twitter is the end all be all? Y'all ain't been on the ground. Some of y'all ain't left the basement. Some of y'all still living with your mom.
You were never in the middle of doing a radio show in Ohio, and you had to get evacuated because there was a bomb threat.
Because there was a bomb threat. Where were y'all? Where were you? See, yeah, I mean, we've been sitting back. We've been sitting back watching y'all. We ain't been saying nothing. We've been watching y'all burning yourself out. Getting big heads, thinking y'all all that in a bag of chips. You haven't even been deep fried yet. You think that y'all think you're all that and y'all haven't been nowhere yet.
Wipe that orange powder off your lap.
A Cheeto self.
It's not becoming.
Can't even leave the house. Can't even leave your mama's basement. Y'all out there saying that basically Donald Trump won because of you. No, he didn't. He won because of him. Donald Trump won because of him.
Wait. Back up. He didn't win because of me? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Wait, you should have told me that before I started tweeting it out. God, now I'm so embarrassed. I'm really embarrassed.
And go upstairs and pay your mother some rent. You're not entitled to her house. The old man worked hard for that place.
Well, the old man's in the basement. Yeah, man. We're going to open up the phone lines in a little bit. All I'm saying is there are a lot of people out there to say thank you. I mean, look, Stacy worked her ass off. I worked my ass off. Hutch, yeah, you did toward the end. Hutch.
For about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
hey, see, church, man. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can edit it out. Hutch. Okay, fine. Hutch worked his derriere off.
Why do I got to be French?
Well, I mean, I'm French every day. Last name Dupree.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
Bud Dupree, that's a hell of a linebacker on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm telling you.
About that Ravens kind of thing.
Everybody out there did their part. Everybody. It wasn't because of no one person or a group of people. Everybody out there worked their tails off to get Donald Trump elected. And now we got some people out there that are taking full advantage of it, and haven't been nowhere. Seriously, haven't been nowhere. Haven't been anywhere.
You could tell because the hair has that inside look. I'm just saying. I mean, that's one thing that was
back of the head is matted from laying on the pillow too long.
See, we do subtle things like this, ladies and gentlemen.
Right,
we like to keep your interest.
That's right, we do. I mean, if you're under the sound of my voice, you know how hard you worked. You know how hard you worked. How would you like if you worked your tail off in the way that you wanted to work for your candidate, and then somebody came along and said, "Well, we did it." How would y'all feel? How would y'all feel? Especially when the candidate was getting all of the shots. The candidate was taking all the fire. I mean, look, Donald Trump didn't have to run, but Donald Trump left his place of business to run for the White House. He stood up there as a man. He fought like a champion, and he won like a champion. And he won because many of you out there together as a unit believed in his message and wanted to take down the liberal media. You wanted to take down the political establishment. You wanted to take down the people that had been in these seats for a long time. Y'all took them down. Not a group on Twitter. Twitter.
And not only that, you have to give him credit.
Who?
I mean, because Donald Trump.
I'm trying.
You look at this guy, and he's at the pinnacle of the place where so many of us would love to be. Beautiful wife, beautiful family, beautiful lifestyle, and he's there. He could retire with no problem. His money could make enough money for him to live however he wanted to. But no, what did he do? He strapped on a bulletproof vest, went out against a media that hates him. All of Hollywood turned against him, and he went out there and worked harder than anybody I've ever seen in politics, knowing that he's going to have to, for at least 4 years, and of course I'm going to think it's 8 years, but at least 4 years, he's going to work 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, traveling all over the world, managing just complicated messes that the leftists have got us into. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is
to me.
It is awesome. It is. Listen, this Russian hacking thing is really. Do y'all think it's
silly?
Do you think it's fizzling out right now? You think it's fizzling out? No?
I think you're going to hear about it, and he's going to probably get his intelligence briefing. And the thing is that hacking is not what it is. It's leaks and capitalizing on leaks. And we've been doing that for 50 years. Mm-hmm. It's not something that's new. I mean, we have an entire national security agency and CIA that's all they're there for. And Russia has the same thing. You know, you remember the old, cartoons and things with the different Russians and spy versus spy and everything. It's nothing new, but they're making it out. It's funny to me that the Democrats are trying to play it.
Yeah.
They were the one that were leaking everything.
I know, and the reason I say I don't think it's going away, Wayne, but I don't think it's going anywhere.
Okay.
I think that you're going to get, you've even got Sean Hannity's going to be interviewing Julian Assange. That interview, that'll be on tomorrow night, and then they're supposedly releasing a report with more detail. God, you would hope it would be more detailed than the last report they released, because I just had to laugh. I mean, literally, it's like, hey, these are some people we think are involved with Russian hacking. And, Russia is known for sending out links where you click and then that gives them access to your network. Well, so is every hacker on the planet.
America does that.
So, it'll be interesting to see what comes out. I think Congress is going to try and take it for all it's worth. I do think that some people have a point in that we do need to have a stronger response for cyber threats as we do for other types of threats. And I think that is true and very important, but I do not believe for a moment that they have at least not shown any proof. And then you have Julian Assange telling you straight out, we did not get this information from Russia.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, they have blinders on their ears. Mm-hmm. They don't want to hear the truth. Judge Napolitano said a couple months ago, a friend of his from the NSA said that it happened from the NSA, or a friend of his, a very well-informed friend of his, said that the hacking of the DNC happened from inside the NSA. Let me give a shout out to many of our listeners that hung in there with us on Friday and Saturday night for those 3 hours to the show. Many of you joined the show, and you stayed with us for the full 3 hours, and I really appreciate what y'all did in helping us with our fundraiser. And as a matter of fact, the fundraiser is still going on. We are still raising money to upgrade our equipment and syndicate the show nationally. So the fundraiser is still going on. The link is going to be at the bottom of the window on RSBN, which is GoFundMe.com/WD show. GoFundMe.com/WD show. We're going to be updating that when you give something, every time we get something, we're going to update it and put it there so that you see where your money is going in the way of equipment, in the way of our national syndication, which we are really trying to do. Both nights I've read the 33 cities, and there are more cities than that, but 33 cities from the East Coast to the West Coast that we would be available in is basically what the network told us. So that's something that we are looking forward to. But I mean, honestly, y'all really showed out. Y'all really showed out, and from the bottom of our heart, we want to thank you for taking this. I mean, look, y'all could have been doing something else. Y'all could have been doing something else for 3 hours. 3 hours on Friday night. As a matter of fact, we're going to do 3 hours again on Friday night. This Friday night coming up. Not Friday and Saturday, though. Not Friday and Saturday, but we're going to do 3 hours on Friday night. We're going to see how that goes for another Friday, because we owe it to you, our listeners, to at least get your voice heard so that people could hear what you have, your ideas and what you are thinking about and what you want done for this country. Let me take this call while I have him on. 510, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, hey, this is Bruce calling from Baltimore.
Hey, Bruce, go ahead.
Hey, Happy New Year, Wayne, Hutch, Stacy. So I'm going to throw out a scenario on this hacking. It'll take me about a minute, then go ahead and respond. An agent, an actor, let's call him, let's say, just for hypothetical, I'm not going to tie this, but hypothetical, North Korea. They hire a Ukrainian or Russian agency to go probe around sometime 2015. This hired agency, this hired organization, maybe even a hired set of individuals, know the technologies, the cyber approaches that are used by this App 28, App 29 group, which is actually not so much a group as a combination of approaches for cyber and infrastructure. They encroach, they do the phishing, they get in and they noodle around, they find material, the emails. Those emails are then sold. They get sold again several times. And finally, it winds up getting over to WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks, because they have integrity with their product, has to spend a lot of time verifying and validating because there's so much transformation of the pathways through which that data has to traverse. That's why it takes so long to release. And finally, Julian Assange releases in the spring of 2016, and then again in October of 2016 for Podesta. To me, that is a far more viable, scenario. I just cannot see. And I've been talking to a lot of inside professionals that I work with. Wayne, you probably know, I've been sending you some materials. I'm the one that sends you the materials on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I do work for a very large electric and gas utility. I can't tell you too much more than that. And it just does not add up.
Well, I tell you what,
that Putin and the Russian intelligence services would pursue this kind of a mission.
Okay. Well, I mean, thank you for your call. I don't know. I mean, actually, I was getting ready to ask him, did he do it?
Well, the thing is that, all these machinations and everything, that we're talking about, it's really kind of irrelevant to me because, all they did was something that the news media used to would have done. They brought out they brought out dirt on a corrupt crime family.
Right.
And that's the thing I keep going back to. It's like, why are we wasting all this time when we should worry about cleaning up half of our political system here. Yes, we do have to get security tighter. Absolutely.
They don't want to go after the information.
Exactly.
The information that, Stacey, nobody yet has disputed. Right. That Podesta never disputed anything. Hillary never disputed anything. Donna Brazile never disputed that she didn't hand those questions over during the debate a couple times.
I know. I don't think Russia, forced her to rig the elections, and I don't think Russia forced the DNC to work and assume Hillary Clinton was going to be the nominee before anybody cast their first vote in any of the primaries. Right. And they want you to ignore that completely and not and concentrate on the crime. Was it a crime? Absolutely. Do we have any idea if Russia did it? I really don't believe we do. And quite frankly, to Mr. Bailey's point, I agree with him. This seems so lowbrow and so low ball. I truly don't believe Russia would be involved in something like this, nor do I think that we have the proof. And I think it is just as likely that you probably have some pretty smart hackers living in their parents' basement, or maybe older than the three of us combined, who've been in computers for years, who are Republicans.
Doing podcasts.
Sorry?
Doing podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. Who could have gotten out there and done this? It wasn't. It's amazing to me that all we're doing is steering away from what was in the emails and focusing on Russia.
And can I get 30 seconds here? In order to believe this, we have to erase 50 years of history. How are we sitting here today in 2017 trying to make the American people believe that the Russians want to get a Republican elected?
Absolutely.
Think about that. These are leftist Democrats that have been in bed with Russia since they were in charge of the Soviet Union. There were Democrats that were against the war effort in World War. This is something that just blows my mind.
It's a farce. And the sad thing is, Hutch, is it all goes back to the educational system, because nobody is teaching anything anymore. They look at Fidel Castro, these millennials, as if he's some sort of, person who's just been dissed by the United States for 25 years, and the same thing with Russia. The last thing they want is for a strong American president. They would have been able to pull Hillary Clinton's strings. I mean, dear Lord, all they had to do was donate a couple of millions to the Clinton Foundation, and she'd do whatever they say.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go to our fundraising page. I want to thank Mr. Scott Avery for sponsoring this show for a week. I want to thank Anonymous for their donation. I want to thank Mr. Ricky Keller, who donated on yesterday on New Year's Day, for sponsoring the show for a week. I want to thank Douglas Chantlos for his donation, Sal Giorgio for his donation, and Miss Laureen Steffens sending you a virtual hug. Thank you for your donation. You can call into the show, 202-470-6738. 202-470-6738. We are going to keep our fundraiser going until we reach our goal. When we reach our goal, we're going to cut it right on off, and we're going to start to get the material that we asked for help. 310, you are on the line. Go ahead.
Hey, Wayne, this is Jeremy again. JC on the RSBN chat room.
What's up, Jay?
Hey.
Not much, brother. Hey, having a good time. Loving Trump's tweets, man. Calling North Korea out. Calling China out. I mean, come on. He's a boss.
It's about time.
But, yes, sir, Hutch. But your upgrade is coming, sir.
Thank you,
One
man.
person at a time.
That's right.
Like Terry says. But, yeah, no, definitely. I just wanted to say what Trump's talking about and stuff like that. If you guys actually dig into that, I mean, that's some good stuff. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Trump's not backing down. He's going to do it. and we won 100%.
And I think thanks, JC, for the call. We really appreciate it, and especially all your support of the show. And I agree with you. I think the tweets were great. What I personally love is the fact that the mainstream media clutches their pearls so hard. Oh, dear Lord, I cannot believe that Donald Trump is going to keep tweeting. He must stop this as president. Oh, I love it. Keep the tweets coming. I love it. I think it's fantastic.
No, I agree. You know, it's something that, again, I just want to reiterate that we're in the top of the first inning, ladies and gentlemen. This is not something we won the toss. That's what we won. We won the toss, and now it's time to play the game and get out there and destroy these leftists that have been trying to destroy the United States since their inception. I mean, maybe they had a few years at the beginning, but man, since the Civil War, the Democrat Party has been a detriment to the United States of America. And we can't let them, they're out there. The difference between them and us is we live lives and politics is their life. Mm-hmm. So they're going to get up in the morning and do what they always do and figure out a way to label Trump as a racist, us as Bible thumping, gun hugging, all that noise, racist and misogynist. They invent words. Have any of you ever heard the word misogynist before the last year or so? Because I have.
Not like this.
I have a pretty good vocabulary, and I'm telling you, that word is some new shit. I'm sorry.
What time is it?
Excuse the language.
It's almost. It's 3 minutes.
There's another one.
It's 3 minutes. Touch you at 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm in the corner. I'll be quiet.
Lord.
No, but really, I mean, has anybody ever heard that word?
I haven't. I mean, and
when's the last time you heard white supremacy? These people bring this stuff up, and it's
when was the last time Obama ran? 2012. That was probably the last time I heard it.
Really? You heard it then? I heard it in Roots.
You ever see him throw a baseball?
Who, the girl?
Yeah, I saw her throw a baseball once.
Would you ever ride a bike like the ones he rides?
Nope.
And my head is hard enough that I would not put one of those pink bicycle helmets on my head.
Or lift some of those weights like he does.
Oh, they are.
Did you see that? Oh my God, I remember that. Oh my God. What were those 5.5 pounds? 5.5 pounders?
I think they were.
I think they were like 2.25 ounces or something. They were like plastic. They had a little bit of sand in the end of them.
I saw him playing.
And this
he
guy
was doing some flies though.
I saw her playing basketball one time too.
Yeah, he couldn't hit a shot.
Yeah, but I heard Big Mike held. But I heard
dude got some shoulders now.
but I heard Big Mike held LeBron James to about 4 points and 3 rebounds in a pickup game. So
he's good.
Oh, Big Mike.
Yeah, Big Mike.
Big Mike can hit it.
Yeah, Big Mike is something.
I'll tell you what, Big Mike got some broad shoulders now.
Big Mike was like, I'm just telling the kids, no more junk food.
Bring me some of that chicken.
Now.
Gotta go there.
I know,
She
didn't
did
he?
it. He did it.
I'm just kidding.
He did it. It wasn't me.
Oh my God.
I like fish.
You like fish?
Yeah.
What type of fish you like, Hutch?
Haddock, bass.
Hey, you ever have sea bass before? Is that what you're talking about, sea bass?
No, I'm talking about bass that I catch. Smallmouth bass.
You ever have sea bass
Largemouth
before?
bass. No.
It tastes like chicken.
Especially poached.
It tastes like chicken.
I don't eat anything poached.
It really tastes good. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
540, you're on the line.
Wayne?
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. Glacier.
Yes.
I was just about to say this sounds like Lisa.
I know. You know what? But I didn't want to get it wrong. But you know, I was like, let me say one more thing just to make sure. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, listen right here, on the line right now is a special friend, special family member to the show. She's been with me almost since day one. She was pre-Hutch and pre-Stacy. As a matter of fact, she was the one that got me going, literally, for these conferences and getting out and experiencing and watching and learning. I call her mom on many occasions, but I would not be here literally if it was not for Leisha Smith that is on the line right now. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I tuned in on Friday night, and I tell you, it was like going to church. You hear Touch and hear Stacy, you three guys back together again. It's just like, I got a call. I tried to call in, and I couldn't get through. So I thought, gosh, it's just so good to hear you guys together again, and enjoying it so much. And, of course, listening to, I think it's Jimmy and Sandra from South Carolina. It's like, it was so inspiring. I thought, I just got to call and tell them thank you, that this is just too much fun.
Hey, Leisha, we got to thank you. And like, really, when you call the show, Wayne, music should start playing.
I know, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Make sure you get her in the VIP list.
I got her.
We're going to go to CPAC this year, Hutch?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to try to make it this year. I really am.
You better make it. We need to catch up.
Yeah, I know. Well, we also need to do another powwow at the Southern Command.
Oh, can't wait.
Southern Command.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all pick some time. I'm doing a girls' weekend at the Southern Command. Got some Dom Perignon in the refrigerator waiting. Some old friends from high school are coming down for a pajama party. I'm not going to go to the inaugural. I don't do cold weather, but after that, you guys name it and we'll get it done. Y'all come down and see us.
Well,
thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this fine lady invited us, all three of us, to her actual Southern Command residence, and planned the radio station, and it was just wonderful. Yeah, it was. And we got to thank you so much, Leisha.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll get Kelly to come back and cook for us.
Lord.
Please.
Oh my gracious. Let me tell you something. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Leisha took care of us like we were her own in South Carolina. We went down there for War Radio. We went down there to discuss what we wanted to do going forward. And I think this was like year 2, I think.
We had tens of listeners at the time.
But Leisha brought in a chef. And let me tell you something. All right, Lord, boy, I'll never forget that. I never, ever forget that. I mean, that was some good eating down there. Southern hospitality, straight up. It was great. And Hutch, I mean, usually, Hutch is talkative on the show. You didn't hear much of anything from Hutch down at the Southern Command. Hutch.
No, and I gotta tell you, now, Leisha doesn't play around.
Nope.
She lives on a lake. And there's an alligator in the lake. So every time I went outside, I'm like looking for this alligator. I'll tell you what a great time.
I said I have a moat and a dragon, so I'm safe.
You do, and you were not kidding.
It was so great. But Leisha, you we started 4 years ago, and this is going on year 5, as a matter of fact. What are some of the biggest changes that you've seen in the last 5 years?
Well, of course, you winning Blogger of the Year at CPAC was a milestone for me. I was just so proud of you for doing that. But just watching your numbers go up has been amazing from where it started, and just the chemistry between you and Hutch and Stacy, and it flows, and and this year has just been over the top tremendous. The camaraderie and watching seeds that we planted back at the beginning now come to fruition, but with connections that we've made with people. And I have to give a shout out to our buddy Tucker, who's now working for Trump, and everything coming together with where we planted these seeds. And it's just God puts you where he needs you, and it's amazing to watch that happen. We've all worked really hard, spent a lot of money, spent a lot of sleepless nights worrying and praying for Trump and to save our country. And, I've worked, and I know you guys have too, for the last 8 years. I have friends who say, why haven't you gone to Europe? Why haven't you done this? I'm sorry. I've been saving my country. Mm-hmm. Forgive me if I don't care about going on luxury trips. I want to save my country. And it was worth it. And we can breathe a sigh of relief right now. But what I think we need to remember, and I know you guys will discuss this and make plans, we've got to stick with Trump. I heard Newt Gingrich say that he was worried that Trump might not follow through. And I think what would happen there, what he's talking about, is what happened to George Bush. He walked in, he had this cowboy attitude with his swagger, and then the media attacked him. And then little by little, you saw him cower, and then you saw the Congress back off, and they wouldn't support him. So we've got to stay on guard because the Democrats will not back down. So we've got to be vigilant and let Trump know that we support him. We'll not give up on him. But we also have to keep our eye on Congress and tell them, look, if you don't stick with this guy's agenda and you backstab him, we are coming after you. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about the Republicans, of course. We know the Democrats are going to do it. But we've got the majority now. There's no reason we can't get some major changes made. So we've got to all stay on guard and stay on their asses and don't let them screw this up like we did with Bush.
Well, Joe Manchin is trying to get in good with the Trump campaign and the Republicans in the Senate. What do you want to tell everybody listening right now about Joe Manchin?
Well, I'm from West Virginia originally. I have a home in Virginia and one in South Carolina now, and I started out as a poor kid mm-hmm. whose parents had 4 children by the time they were 22 years old, living in a old coal camp with coal dirt streets and sewage running in the creek. And I've seen what's happened to West Virginia from 83 years of Democrat mafia-style politic machining with Joe Manchin at the middle of it, a lot of it lately, in the last 25 years. He's been at the center of it. And he passed cap and trade when he was governor in the state of West Virginia. And he stabbed the coal industry in the back then. And he's been going around on a tour with some senator from Vermont who's a rabid global climate change enthusiast. And Joe keeps talking about we're going to have to make these compromises. Well, Joe will sell his soul if he thinks he can get ahead. It's all about Joe. Do not trust this man. He is not a good person. He's for himself, and he's not going to become a Republican. And if he just don't trust him. That's all I can say.
Okay. Before
he's
you go,
he's a smooth talker, and he's not a good guy.
Any advice for my listeners? Any more advice for our listeners other than sticking with Trump before I let you go?
Well, let's stick with Wayne. Let's help Wayne and Hutch.
There you go.
And Stacey. I know I have watched them from behind the scenes at how much effort that they put into this movement, and they need our help. They need our financial help. And please be as generous as you possibly can be. And tell all your friends, share all their posts, and tell all your friends to chip in that we have watched this thing grow. And I keep telling Wayne, big show, baby. We're going to hit the big show. Mm-hmm. I know it's just right around the corner, mm-hmm. but it's going to take all of our support to help get you guys over that hump. And this sounds like it's right there getting ready to happen. And I think you're ready for it, and it's going to be an exciting year. So I just ask everybody to stick with Wayne and Hutch and Stacey and pray for them and help them make this happen. Because like I said before, we're going to need all hands on deck helping the Republicans stay on track, right. And Wayne and Stacey and Hutch can facilitate that through our generosity to them. We can get this done. So that's what I would tell them: just stick with us and help us grow.
Thank you so much, dear. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. And we look forward to bringing you back on real soon again.
Well, and you guys give me a date, and we'll schedule something down in South Carolina.
Yeah,
God bless you, Alicia.
We're gonna do some live.
Love you.
We're gonna do some live shows from down there.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I will talk to you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I would not be here if it was not. I mean, and I even go farther to say Hutch would not be here, and
no, that hit a nerve.
And Stacy would not be here if it wasn't for Alicia Smith. I mean, Alicia Smith, she saw me on social media, and she connected with me, and we were talking about the movement, and I had never been a Republican before, and I'm still not a Republican. I'm a conservative. I vote Republican because I'm not going to vote Democrat anymore, but she would tell me things about West Virginia and how West Virginia used to be the working ground like for food stamps, and a whole lot of the liberal agenda was tested on West Virginia first. But she told me about these things. Then she said, "Well, Wayne, we got to get you to a conference. We got to get you to a conference." And CPAC was the first conference, year one, and she helped me get there. And after CPAC, I was hooked. I was like, my eyes were big. I wanted to know more. I had never been on Radio Row, and I saw what Radio Row was. I saw where all the bloggers were. I saw everything happening, and I got it in my mind. I said, okay, now I have to be a part of this somehow so that I can get my voice out. The next year, which was year 2, I blogged. Okay, so I was back there with the media on year 2. I blogged. Year 3, I was on Radio Row. Not only were we on Radio Row, we won the podcast of the year.
Before that, though, Wayne, I remember, not to cut in, but seeing you at the Virginia Republican Convention.
Oh, yeah,
That's the first time I ever saw Alicia.
Yeah, she let me.
You guys did a little webcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, man, because I had just hooked up with you on the, what was it, Black Conservatives for Romney or something, whatever your first deal was. And it was like, wow, man, he's got this person that's really knows politics, and she was talking and you were talking, and I was like,
yeah,
I got hooked.
I mean, when I say she had me going, she had me going. I mean, I was at the Republican convention for Virginia, and I never seen anything like it. I'm from Maryland. The Republicans, what? I had never been to a convention, and the way that it ended, because you have to have over a certain percentage and stuff. And I was watching candidates go from this side of the arena to that side of the arena. We went in there around maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get out till about midnight that night because you have to have over 50% of everybody in the arena. And there were like 6 or 7 candidates, and candidates were being knocked off. But there were deals being made behind the background, and then people were coming out on the floor and they were marching and everything. I was like, I had never seen anything like this before. But, she helped me see that. She helped me. And like I said, year 3 was the podcast of the year. And then year 4, 2015, was the blogger of the year. And 2016, last year, I moderated a forum with Sheriff Clark. That was the first time that I had been as a speaker at CPAC. So, I mean, it's just grown. It's just grown. And I try not to do the same thing over and over and over again, let other people have a chance and whatnot. But I thank God for her. I thank God for Hutch. I thank God for Stacy. And I thank God for y'all. I thank God for y'all out there. If you would like to donate to the show, go to GoFundMe.com/WD show. GoFundMe.com/WD WD Show. Again, we're trying to upgrade our equipment, and we're also trying to get our show nationally syndicated. It costs $1,500 a month to get it done. The guy wants us to walk in there with at least 2 months down, so that's $3,000. If you have a product or you have a book, like I said over the weekend, if you have a product or you have a book and you want to sponsor a month, which is $1,500, we will promote your material every night that we are on the radio station for that month. And we'll have you on a couple times to talk up your product for the many cities that we'll be in. So now your reach has expanded just like that. So, yeah. But, yeah, Alicia Smith.
And 6 months after that, they'll be paying us.
Yes. yes.
Just serious.
So.
No, but, she really did inspire us a lot.
Yes, she did.
It was something. I'm still kind of shell-shocked from that call, man. That was good stuff.
She's the real deal, and I've learned so much from her. She is so knowledgeable about the political system, and especially about the establishment Republican Party. She opened my eyes like nobody's business.
Yep.
And I truly, absolutely adore, and thank you, Leisha. That almost brought me to tears, everything that you were saying, and I really appreciate it because you've been so influential to all of us, and we truly appreciate it and appreciate your friendship and everything that you've done.
I mean, she's welcomed us into her home. She has been supportive of us financially and spiritually. She's watched over us. She's even given us tips on different things at different times. She's big into politics now. She's big into politics.
All the people that we've been around, she always knew that it was going to be us three, Wayne. Mm-hmm. She really did.
You're right.
She always knew.
You're right.
All the people, and there's been 50 of them.
Yeah.
She always knew.
You know what?
She told me, man. I mean,
she might start out by saying, "Oh yeah, I like that," but then later on, you're like, "No, that's not gonna work." I'm serious, and
she saw it from the first year.
And let me say this too: her opinion carries a lot of weight with us.
Yes,
a lot of weight. She doesn't realize. But then again, sometimes I think she does, but she doesn't realize the amount of weight that her opinion resonates with us. If she says cut somebody, that person's cut.
Yeah, not the average caller, ladies and gentlemen.
No. She's not talking about callers. Oh, she likes Sandra. As a matter of fact, hold on. Hey, Sandra.
Hey, you was talking about what do you want in the new year? Well, I'll tell you what the hell I want in the new year. No more damn political correctness.
Hey, Sandra.
You put up an article
about
NYPD allowing their police officers to wear turbans.
Sandra.
I read that article, and I'll tell you what, I saw damn red.
Sandra.
What the hell?
Sandra.
Listen.
Sandra.
Why do you have to identify yourself as a Muslim? Look, being a Muslim, you guys had one call in on the show the other night, and I was like, right. You don't never know what you're going to get. It's like two sides of a coin. You don't know if they're the good guy. You don't know if they're the bad guy. But when it comes to police officers or the military, listen, political correctness, they need to stop that shit. When you sign up to be a police officer or you go into the military, listen, there's rules or there's you're going to follow them.
Right.
Hey, if they tell you you're going to wear a ball cap, or a taxi cab hat, or a Mountie hat, wear the damn hat. I don't care. The people don't care. If you are a Muslim, a Christian, a Jewish, an atheist, whatever the hell, they don't care. Look, when you get called by the people to come and answer a call, they want you to be one thing: capable, able, and ready to stop the threat that's interfering with their life. Political correctness is killing the United States of America. It's killing us.
She's right.
Yeah, she's. Yeah.
When you sign on, wear whatever they damn tell you to wear. When I was in law enforcement, I didn't say, oh, no, I wear all blue. I want a damn pink hat. No. Listen, I was one of the blue.
Right.
If you are a soldier, be a soldier.
Right. Right.
Represent the people that you have sworn to serve and protect. Yes, I'm mad as hell. That pissed me off.
I know.
Listen,
it was crazy, wasn't it? It was crazy.
Wear
Hey,
the
Sandra.
uniform.
Sandra.
Yeah. I'm somewhere.
I know you are. I know you are. But listen. We gotta end the show. But how was your New Year's?
So what else? Run up on me one more time.
How was your New Year's?
How was my New Year? It was great. I was on with Wayne Dupree, with Hutch and Stacy. Hell, I had a great one. 3 long hours.
Okay.
Hey, I salute you, Wayne. Hey, Wayne, thank you, my brother, for taking my calls.
Oh.
I know I'm a wild woman from the South, and I know I'm full of, oh, man, I know I can say some awful wild things. But, hey, I was on script. I wrote it down when I called him about Mr. Trump, because I wanted to get that right, and I wanted to be good. I wanted to be nice. But tonight, no, I'm just off the hip.
Okay.
But
well, I'll tell you what.
No, end the political correctness. No more.
That's right. You know what, though? We love you on the show, and Leisha Smith loves you, too. Leisha Smith.
Well, I love you guys, too.
Yeah. She just loves you to death. As a matter of fact, she's in South Carolina, so maybe y'all might be able to connect one of these times, but I got to let you go.
All right, then. Hey, look, I enjoyed hearing her, another sister from the South.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not my blood sister, but from the South.
That's right.
And Blunt, I loved what she had to say. I always love what Wayne has to say, but political correctness, it's got to end. And Muslims, it doesn't matter. We don't.
Those
it's not like we hate all Muslims, okay?
Right.
But it's the thing that it's like flipping a coin. Are you a good guy or are you a bad guy? Do you want to lock my damn head off or do you want to kiss me on the cheek? You just don't know, okay?
Right.
But if you're going to join and you're going to be part of America, become part of our culture. You don't see Jewish people asking to wear a Jewish hat, and you don't see women asking to wear a pink ball cap in law enforcement.
That's right.
Let's just be uniform and let's just serve and protect the American people. If that's the job you choose to go into, if you don't want to conform to our American culture, then just stay out of law enforcement and stay out of the military.
That's right.
But listen, thanks for taking my calls.
Thank you.
I hope you all have a happy New Year, and it's going to be a better New Year. With I'm going to go ahead and say it. Hey, let's just start with the select President Trump. It's going to be a better year.
There we go.
We got something to look forward to.
All right.
Hey, y'all take care. Have a good one. Thanks for taking my call.
God bless you,
sharing your show. Wayne, God bless you. So I salute you. You a man. Oh, man. You rock.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
I love her.
Me too.
She is so cool.
And Hamim or whatever your name was in Minnesota, I like you too. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I love him.
You just scare us a little bit.
No, you don't scare me at all.
You don't scare me. I mean, call back.
You scare me.
Hey, a good note. Fort Hood's 1st Cavalry Division is hot to trot and will be taking part in the inauguration of Donald J. Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to roll out of here. Thank you for tuning in to us tonight here on the Wayne Dupree Show through Spreaker, Periscope, YouTube, and all of the other visible channels and whatnot. We thank you for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, if you would like to donate to the show, please share the show. When this show is over, put it on your Facebook page. Put it on your Twitter feed. Let people know that we are here. And we are going to be here. We're here for you, and we know that you are there for us. So please share the show. If you want to donate to the show, you can go to GoFundMe.com/WD Show. GoFundMe.com/WD Show. We're trying to upgrade our equipment and also get funded for nationally syndicating this radio show from the East Coast to the West Coast. On Friday night, we're looking to do 3 hours. Isn't that right?
Sure. Let's do that.
3 hours again. So we're going to do 3 hours. Stacey, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Well, thank you guys so much. What a great show. Oh, wow. Anyway, you guys can reach me at Discovering Me 40 on Twitter. That's Discovering Me 40 on Twitter, and The Right Rush on Gab.
Oh, that's right. You are on Gab. I got to look you up. Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hey, I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook and Gab, Berg's Eye View on Twitter. And Peter Jacob from New York City said, just make sure you give Poland and Hungary a shout out at the show you're in because they're listening. God bless.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you can contact me on Gab, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. And if you would like to listen to the show, say that you are away from home. Okay. Download the Wayne Dupree Show from your Android store. It's free. It's a free download from your Android store. Right now it's getting approved by Apple, but it's on the Android store. It's free. Just type in the Wayne Dupree Show, and you can chat. You can listen to all the old shows and everything. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Jacob, take us out. God bless everybody. And Dano, I don't know what program you're talking about, so put the program in the chat, and we'll be talking to everybody tomorrow night. God bless.